Hello everyone, and welcome to this quick walkthrough of the Figma file structure that we have prepared for the Workflow Builder design system. This Figma file is a part of the deliverables included in the Workflow Builder license, and it has been thoroughly crafted following the atomic design methodology that ensures scalability, consistency, and efficiency when building or customizing workflows. We'll go through the structure of this file, focusing on how components are built with tokens and variants for every size and state. This makes it incredibly flexible and easy to use for both designers and developers. And lastly, I'll show you how these designs translate directly into the tool itself. So you can see how everything comes together in the app.workflowbuilder.io tool. Okay, so first let's start by looking at the structure of this Figma file. We have organized the file into multiple pages based on the atomic design principles, meaning first we have guidelines like navigation, tooling, typography, colors, tokens, methodology, including how the tokens are being built, what is the sort of naming convention, and there's also how then to extract all those tokens with using a Figma plugin for the developers to use, which really speeds up the handoff and makes it quite easy. This is where we define our most basic components, such as buttons, selectors, segment pickers, chips, etc. These components have all been designed with variants for every state, like default, hover, active, disabled, and more. And you'll notice that they are available in multiple sizes. So for instance, if I zoom in here, you can see the primary button we have in 5 different sizes, depending on the use case. And then every single size is broken down into variants. We have multiple variants in here using, like, for instance, text only, then icon and text, text and icon, icon in a square placeholder, and then icon in a round placeholder, and then, for instance, just a link. So, and then every variant is then broken down into multiple states, which the developer can implement and then use throughout different places and use cases of the application. Single page of those components is then fully tokenized. So for instance, if I would switch all the displayed tokens for this page from light to dark, you would see how all of those components are being rebuilt, and you can immediately see how will they work in a dark environment. And this is also true for all the other pages. So for instance, if we go to selectors and switch to dark mode, you can see how they work, and we can go through the entire design system and the same thing here, and you can see how the input fields work, etc., etc. So now we jump to molecules, which is a place where we have a little bit more complex components, like for instance, date pickers, drop downs, snack bars. And yeah, as mentioned before, all of them are already dark mode ready as well. And maybe the most important part is all of the components for the nodes, which will be then used on our canvas. And as you can see, we have nodes for both vertical and horizontal layouts for different states. And then apart from that, we're going to have different node visual styles that we will include in the near patches. And we also have some other components like micro animations and internal components for labeling different states and annotations, cursors, etc. that we use throughout the files. So as you can see, each component is well documented and has multiple variants to meet different requirements. And it makes it easy for our team and clients like you to customize it and scale the design. Okay, and now let's jump into something that we would call organisms. So a bigger design elements that we have made for the application. So as you can see, we have the background component, the main navbar. We have the file dashboard prepared to store all the different workflows and also the templates that you will have in your application. And also we have designed a product tour feature for starting users that they can go through basic instructions how to add your first node, then connect it to another one, and fill out some properties in the properties panel. And all of that is made within the animation style, and then implemented within the product tour model. And then from there we have select template models. We have some models to loading data like JSON files, importing or exporting data, and then some other notice models regarding opening or deleting files. So now that you have seen the design system structure in Figma, let's take a look at how these designs come to life. So this tool allows you to create and manage automated workflows in a really beautiful and intuitive interface. All of the components for our Figma file are implemented here. You can see how they react to the user interaction. You can see the palette with the nodes. You can just drag and drop new nodes in here. You can quickly connect them. You can quickly rebuild the workflow to a horizontal view or vertical, wherever you like. If you want to delete a node, no problem with that. Zooming in and zooming out is quite intuitive. You can just go through, pan, select, and then just quite easily define all the properties of your node. We can quickly change whatever we want, or you can change the status of the node. We can collapse any panel with all the properties, change whatever we want. And yeah, this is how the design translates into the app itself. We have built in a few templates of workflows as a start. You can always start with an empty canvas and then build your own. And yeah, this is how it works. So thank you very much for joining me on this walkthrough. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we're really excited to see what you'll build with Workflow Builder. Thank you so much.